What up with the sports world, man? The WTP Sports Dudes is back in the building, man. We got Selection Sunday kicking off. Man, what's up with y'all? How y'all feeling? What's up, Sean? What's up, Post?
Doing
Feeling
good.
good, man. Go ahead, Sean.
No, go ahead, Post. You good?
Yeah, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. I'm anxious. I can't stop moving. I'm running around the house trying to find stuff to do. And we're going to see what these committee members got in store for us. What up with y'all?
Man, I kind of figured that was going to be the reaction we get from post game. Him and some of them other dudes are going to be pacing all day. While I think you and Isaiah, we just kind of chilling and see where they're going to put us, and ain't really got much to worry about except for who matchups, where we're going to sit. But I couldn't imagine being a fan of like Notre Dame, Miami, Alabama. I'd be drunk already.
Hey, like I'm excited though, man. I'm kind of antsy too, man. I like to see the bracket. I like to see what I got to go through to ultimately get to the goal, man. So I'm anxious as well. I'm on the edge of my seat, man. I've been moving around doing stuff too, just waiting for this moment.
Do y'all feel like this might be the widest? I mean, I know it's only been 2 years of the 12 playoff teams, but this feels like a pretty wide open bracket this year.
What
I
you
agree.
mean? Like as many teams that you like, more teams that you feel like could win it all?
I do. I feel like this might have more teams in it this year. That if that one team gets hot, like a Texas Tech, they could, do something. Whereas last year you really didn't see that. I think last year it was pretty well known who a couple of the best teams were. But this year it feels like if one team catches fire, they can run through it. It just seems more wide open to me this year. Like there's more people that can win it.
Yeah, I mean, out of the 12, I think it's a solid six that I wouldn't say. You know what I mean? That I would say got a chance. Like a real viable chance. Um, I do think it's two teams that's pretty separate, or three teams that's pretty separated from the group, but it's matchup based as well, though. If you draw the wrong matchup, some of these teams, man, and a couple of these teams get knocked off, and to clear the path for a couple of these guys. Yeah, I could see a Texas Tech going through if they didn't have to match up with Ohio State. You know what I mean? Or it's matchup based though to me. That's why we got to see how this bracket drop to see who really got a chance. Where Moss at? Moss is joined. Well, how you doing, Moss? What's up, T1? Welcome in the building.
To do what it do.
How y'all feeling today?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. Ready to keep this thing rolling, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Feeling pretty
what
good,
you?
man.
Oh, go ahead, Moss. What's up?
It's just Sunday football, man. Just ready to continue this streak, try to get in these playoffs as we, get ready for these playoff seedings to see what's going on. It's good to see you in here, T1.
What it do? What it do?
Chilling, man. I could tell you had a long weekend. I work with one of your buddies that work with the youth football. I was working with him last night, man. We was talking a little bit, so it's just good to know that full circle, man, and what I'm doing with the cooking, man. It's just that circle, man. It's still there, man. So it's just good to know that. Likewise, and meeting some of the same people, not even knowing we know, man. Says you're a great guy. Same thing with him.
No doubt.
Hey, man, y'all supposed to be the homies. What up, T1 Moss?
What it do?
Y'all,
What it do,
y'all,
folks?
y'all, y'all, what up? What up? Y'all supposed to be the homies, man. Y'all not giving me nothing. I can't stop moving, man.
listen, listen. Post game over there running
What,
around like a
what's
rat.
going on? What's going on, folks?
Uh,
Man, I don't know what this committee gonna do, bruh. Is they gonna play us or we in? I don't know, man.
Man, what's your thoughts on that one?
I mean, it's just a whole lot of wild stuff that happened this weekend, man. A lot of wild great football happened, man. And as much as I don't as much as I don't think it's real, but it was a lot of great football going on, man. So and yeah, post game, know what they're gonna do with Notre Dame. I will have them in. You know what I mean? But it just seemed like now this year it just ain't enough seats at the table. So I'm gonna have to be honest too. Don't care how many losses Duke got. They won that conference. They deserve a chance to go play again. To me, I mean, you gotta either make the conference championship worth something and about something or not. And if they don't let Duke in, it's gonna say that these conference championships are worth nothing. So what are we playing them for? Why are we even playing them if they can't do anything but hurt us?
Well, T1, that's interesting, bro. What? So, do you feel the same way about Bama losing their conference championship game? Should that affect their seating? Should they be in or out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like they should be penalized for it. Why would you be penalized? And if y'all gonna start penalizing teams for losing in a conference championship game, these teams now should have the option to opt out of it. Like just like the players opt out of these bowl games. Say, hey, we opt out. We don't. Somebody else can go play for it. We're good.
Interesting.
If it can't do nothing but hurt me, what am I playing in it for?
Hey,
Why are we taking games and risking injuries going into the playoffs and all of this if it really doesn't matter?
and I don't think that's a bad idea because Vandy good and well would have played in that game to try to boost their resume. You know,
Better
somebody
believe
like
it.
Vandy.
Better believe it. Look, that's nice right there. You know what I mean? That's nice. Shoot, you got Ohio State could have opted out and gave Oregon another shot at Indy to even boost theirs up a little bit more. You know what I mean? So, or Oregon could have been like, nah, we opt out too. We'll pass it down to Michigan. Like you just pass it on down. Whoever won it can get it.
It'll be like
The hot potato, because if it ain't gonna do nothing but hurt me, what I'm playing in it for?
it'll be like a portal, a conference championship portal. Who in, who out?
Just like, hey, just like if they were to, which would just be crazy, if they were to drop us down to number 3 for losing to Indiana by 3 points on a neutral field in a Big Ten championship, that would be crazy. Like, why are we being penalized for playing in the championship game?
When you speak about this, I know we spoke on it a little bit earlier. This for you and SEC Sean. What is your thoughts on Duke being an ACC champion? What is your thoughts on Duke seeing the playoff? What teams, give us an overview even of your top 10, as the show is coming on. What's your thoughts of a top 10 before they start coming out with the picks? Or top 12? What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's why they moved my Alabama in front of Notre Dame last week for that conference championship game, to give them that one spot of wiggle room to drop Bama to 10.
So
they can flip-flop Notre Dame and Alabama right now. I mean, that would leave Miami out. But a lot of this is going to depend. I'm still telling y'all, it depends on what they do with Duke. Yes, Duke has 5 losses, but they're still Duke. Would Duke put up a better fight against Oregon than James Madison? Yeah, they would. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I still believe that if Duke is left out, I think Miami's going to get in because they don't want to have no power from the ACC, no team from the ACC in. That's why I think that angle to, we got to get at least one ACC member school in, so they're going to throw Duke in. I mean, Miami in, I think. But there is a question to be made that could they send Duke in, even put Duke as the 12 seed or the 11 even. But Duke is a better matchup than James Madison for any of them teams.
Yeah, Sean, could you see a scenario though where Miami doesn't get in, even though Duke won that conference championship game. With the way that Alabama looked it like yesterday, Alabama drops behind Notre Dame, which now you don't have a direct comparison between Notre Dame and Miami, so they wouldn't feel bad about putting the ACC in at all. So it's a whole bunch of scenarios, man. I feel like if they drop Bama based off of the showing from yesterday, then they could
Yeah.
honestly justify their reasoning behind putting Notre Dame in ahead of Miami because they would be like it's no direct comparison. But in that case, they would have to drop Bama below Notre Dame.
Right. They would have to drop Bama below Notre Dame, but you could also, there's no rule that says Bama can't drop to 11 or 12. There's no rule to say you can't put Tulane in front of Bama. There is no law that says they can't do that. They could drop Bama to 11, move Miami into, there's just so many different scenarios. They can move teams around however they want. And that's
Hey,
what's
did you
weird with
catch the
how
show
they're-
earlier? Did you catch the show earlier at all?
I caught the very end of it. I didn't go to bed till like 4:00 in the morning, so I overslept.
That was my whole theory on the show earlier. I had Notre Dame coming in at 9, Tulane at 10, Miami at 11, and James Madison at 12.
And leave Bama out.
Yeah, and then Bama was out.
See, I would, because James Madison would have to get in now. So, yeah, I mean, I can see that scenario.
So if I'm correct,
Bama didn't fight.
let me know if I'm correct or not, Sean. Because based on what I just heard, and I'm kind of moving around, I'm a little busy, but you saying that Bama could possibly replace one of the group of 5 teams?
Not replace them, just move behind them.
So
Like,
Gotcha.
they'd still be in, but let's say Oklahoma stays at 8. We're going to leave the top 8 alone. Everybody from 8 forward is fine. So let's say that, okay, Bama lost, so they moved Notre Dame in front of Bama. Let's say that puts Bama now at 9 and 10, right? You got Notre Dame, then Bama. Well, you still got the last 2 spots, which are the group of 5s, which would be Tulane and James Madison. You could move Tulane and James Madison up to 10 and 11 and throw Bama or Miami in at 12. So there's nothing to say that because James Madison won the Sun Belt that they get the 12 seed. There's nothing that says that. They could easily they could move it however they want, as long as if Bama's in, then they're not getting penalized for the championship game because they're still in the playoff. Now, if Bama's out, then you've got the penalized for the conference championship game. I told y'all the other day, if Bama loses that game by 14 to 17 points, I could see a scenario they fall out. Well, they didn't. They lost it by 21. And it wasn't really that close. Georgia dominated that game. So, to me, this would be the year you could justify kicking a team out. There's no protocol that says you can't get left out if you lose your conference championship game. There's no bylaw that states that. So you could leave Bama out for losing by that bad of a margin.
Yeah. So now we're back to why play in it? Why? Why even play in this game if the only thing it can do is hurt you? Because before this game, Bama was in. So now after the game, they lost. They got blew out. And yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you could say they are. But they only lost 2 games during the regular season. And now you're talking about, putting somebody ahead of them that, let's say, maybe lost 2 games in the regular season.
Right.
I mean, it just what's the use of this conference championship game?
This is Pandora's box we was talking about, because if you leave Bama out, I guarantee you the SEC is going to cause a ruckus about this conference championship thing, especially if they plan on doing another 12, which I don't think they're going to do another 12. Now, if it was 14, it depends on how they incentivize the conference championship game, because I think a lot of things got to change if you add 2 more teams, or 4 if we go to
They
16.
should take the
You
conference
know,
championship game out. Just get if they splitting it, you got 2 or 3 of them. Hey, all y'all conference champs, let's get ready for the playoffs.
Now, what if they decided, because based on all this friction with the conferences and who's in and who's out, what if they went to a model that says, if you're in your conference championship game, you're in, period. Of course, that would have to come with an expansion to the playoffs, which I think we all think is coming. But what do y'all think about that? You make your conference championship game, you in no matter what.
That was
I'm only
that
all
was a
right.
John
I'm
Gruden
only
model. That was
I'm
a
good
John
with
Gruden model.
I wouldn't have a problem with that because if you made it there, you should be in position to be in the playoffs. You should be a lock to get in. I'm good with that. That's
I'm only
that's 8 automatics right there.
Yeah, I'm only all right with that if it's a 2014 playoff. I'm not, because then you got the same problem that you got
You
right
do that.
now in
You
the
wouldn't do that with
ACC.
16. You wouldn't do
No,
that
I
with
would
16 because they got
I would
16 in Division 1 AA. They got 16 in Division 2. They got 16 in Division 3. It's been
yeah,
like
we
that
talking
forever.
yeah, we
And
talking about
you don't get in,
we're talking about the automatic qualifying bid for both teams that makes the conference championship though. I don't care if it
hey,
moves to
still 8
16.
more.
I
If
don't
you had 16, it's still 8 more spots out there.
Yeah, but this
That's a
is what
lot
I'm
of
saying
spots.
to you. T1, this is what I'm saying. Duke does not deserve to be in the playoff. We will have the same possibility of something else like this happening. And I do not think Duke is a playoff team. That's
Well,
what I'm
hey,
saying.
the
I don't think I will be agreeing with that unless it moves to 24. Because if it was a Duke and they made it to their conference championship game, I think the blow lessens when you got a team like that with 24 teams. Now, Duke make it with 12 teams or 16 teams, you still gonna have somebody in the playoffs that shouldn't be there. 24, okay, cool. The number 1 seed got them. Okay, that's cool. Or they got a group of 5 team. That's cool. That's fine. That's an advantage that team deserved because they went undefeated or had 1 loss in the regular season. That's cool.
Right.
But
My
not with the smaller numbers. I couldn't agree with that.
my
So
thing is
Take
this,
a
real quick.
championship game.
Real quick. Let me make this point because Zay brought up a really good point. If it's 16 teams and we guaranteeing that your conference championship representatives make the playoffs or guaranteed a spot, it's one simple thing they can do to resolve that and make sure Duke doesn't get in, and that's the ACC updating that garbage conference championship requirement. There is no way in the world your best team is left out because of some BS tiebreaker. There's no way. They need to take into account the playoff rankings before they do any of those tiebreakers because there's no way in the world the ACC shot themselves. What y'all think?
I think that
Yeah. And look, the tiebreakers is the biggest problem. And the other thing that's a problem is that all schedules aren't created evenly. So that's where the issue is really lying, that the schedules aren't created equally.
I think for the ACC, I think you know just really looking at it. As I'm listening to some of this stuff now, I'm watching it. I see SEC Sean is watching it as well. You know, the thing, like, I really thought about it as well before hearing it. Bama, they beat Georgia at Georgia, even though they had this poor performance, and we all know in this SEC championship, the strength that they won at Georgia, and feeling that Georgia's, either a 2 or 3 seed in this playoff, I think that gives Bama strength as well as being in the SEC. Not to mention that, but I don't know, man. It's tough, man. I think Bama and Miami actually get in. I know I had Duke, Tulane, James Madison is 10, 11, 12. I think it's going to be Bama at 10 or 11, and Miami, they're going to just get those 2 spots. ACC is the crap. It's a crap hole, man.
Hey, T1, you reffing today?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
sir.
shooting
Yes,
and
sir.
booting.
It's money. Hey, it's money time Saturday and Sunday now, baby.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Holla at
Is
me.
is a zebra white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
It's black with white stripes.
Nah, man. Good luck to you out there, man. Appreciate what you're doing with the whistle and just doing what you do, man. The youth out there definitely, appreciate what you do, and just being there. Not just, it's not even a money aspect. I know for you, where you came into doing it, it's just the love of what you do, and that's just the extra addition for the time put in, and it's well taken care of for you.
Hey, I can't
Just
hear
appreciate.
nobody for some reason. I'm finna go out and come back in.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
Yeah,
that
no
music
doubt.
that came on the committee show, they about to reveal us something.
They revealing something at this 12 spot.
Yeah, hey, no doubt though, Moss, because you know what? I still be out there teaching. You know what I mean? I rep the little ones. So I'm still out there teaching. So I'm teaching, I'm getting a little workout in, make a couple dollars.
Hey, T, the refs is the
Yeah.
key to the growth in the kids. Because when they do something wrong, you got to tell them what they did when you reffing them young ones. You got to tell them okay, this is why this is a travel, or this is, what I'm saying? You got to teach them.
Yeah, I'll be
I
out
like
there
getting
teaching
them.
I'll be out
All
there
right,
teaching the coaches too.
y'all ready?
Yep, let's get it.
One is Indiana, two is Ohio State.
As it should
we
be,
already
keep it
got
some opposite sides.
I could have seen Ohio
So
State
that
2 or
means
3 with Georgia.
3.
I could have gone either way with that one.
But then that would have put us and Indiana on the same side.
No, 2 and 3 would be on the same side. 1 and 4 would be on the same side.
Oh, okay.
I really thought the committee was going to drop us to 3, but I'm glad they gave credit to the last 2 undefeated teams.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, like I said, either way, 2 or 3 was going to be Georgia or Ohio State. That was a given.
I think Georgia's 3. Texas Tech might get it.
Texas Tech might get 3.
Like it's crazy. It's that crazy, man.
But winning
Georgia
the
3,
SEC is
Texas
bigger
Tech
than winning
4.
the Big 12.
They ain't that crazy. They ain't that crazy, and I ain't that non-SEC is to say some foolery like that.
Georgia's 3.
Exactly.
Yep. Texas Tech 4.
Yeah, it has to be
I
Texas.
think the 5 and 10 seed is scary seeds. I think them is great. I think them is the seeds to have in a way, man. Like
I posted this in the chat the other day. How's Oregon going to feel if the committee does drop Bama to 12 and instead of getting James Madison or Tulane, they get Bama?
Yeah, this won't get interesting until we get to 6, man.
Right.
And that's the type of weather they want too. That's Bama's kind of weather out there in Eugene.
Why? They can't run the ball.
Hey, we'll see if they get them in a playoff.
I think Oregon is a terrible matchup for Alabama.
I do too.
They're too fast, man.
There's Tech at 4. The top 4, I think we all knew were pretty spot. I think the top 7, we pretty much know we're locked in.
Yeah. I think Oregon 5.
No, it should be Oregon, Ole Miss, A&M 5, 6, and 7. It shouldn't be any change in those unless they take strength of schedule and record into consideration and put A&M in front of Ole Miss.
So that means it's a possibility of that high power offense in Oregon and Texas Tech going against each other.
Yeah.
That's 7 that Texas Tech got, trying to slow down that Ducks offense. That'd be something special to see. That'd be a great game.
Them Quackers.
First home game, number 5, Oregon.
I knew it. I'm telling you, that defense of Texas Tech is scary, man. They can, Damn, and then the Ducks, possible showdown with the Hoosiers again. If they could get past Texas Tech, like
I wish they would just release this and then do all this talking about it afterwards.
this make it interesting, SEC, Sean. And we're gonna tap
it
into
was like the World
Adam
Cup
Trimper.
draw the other day. I was trying to watch the World Cup draw for soccer, and they started at noon, and they didn't even start drawing teams till like 2:00, and they were just talking for 2 hours. And I said, "Good, get this out of here."
Yeah, Adam Trimmer. Yeah, we got Adam Trimmer in the comments. He said that Indiana gonna lose in their first game. Yes, they are on opposite sides, and we do appreciate you, Adam, tuning in as we give our live reaction to the college football playoff.
So that should put A&M at 7, which would then match A&M and Ohio State in the second round if A&M wins their first game.
Hey, somebody because Indiana's solid. If they must not watch that game last night.
Special. Talk to us.
Indiana's solid.
He watched it. He just don't like Indiana.
Man, I like.
Oh, okay.
That's my buddy that was on with me doing NASCAR chat the other day.
I thought
okay,
Indiana
good to see you in here, Adam. Good to see you in here. It was good to see you in the match.
Who we got next? Who came up?
Go ahead.
A&M 7.
A&M 7. So 5 was Oregon, 6 was who?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, and then A&M.
Ole Miss.
The top 7 didn't change except for some seating in the top 4. That was all that changed. And really all that changed in the top 4 was Indiana and Ohio State flopped places. So now's where it's going to get interesting. Well, now 8 should be Oklahoma.
We looking at an Aggie Buckeye possible matchup.
Now Indiana, if Oklahoma gets there, that Oklahoma defense against Indiana could be something.
Who could be number 11 for your Aggies, SEC? Sean, who you want to be number 11? Speaking of that,
I don't care who's number 11. We play number 10.
Ooh. Oh, number 10. Okay, who you want? Who would you rather play?
To be honest, I'm assuming it's Bama. I mean, that's just it don't really matter at this point.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I don't like rematches of games. I know it was earlier in the year. I don't like rematches. So I'd like to see Bama because we didn't play them in the regular season. I'd be cool with Miami. If it's Notre Dame, it's Notre Dame. We'll line it up.
Let me mention, man, how bogus this is that, you get a bye from the SEC, then you get 3 home games. It's bogus. Bogus.
Ooh. Man, this is great.
Play football.
There go the breakdown.
Wow, Alabama is 9.
Anybody got any thoughts?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Bama is
probably
9.
gonna be Notre Dame at 10.
Rematch.
Bama 9.
The rematch
So it's probably going to be Notre Dame A&M 7 and 10 probably.
Well, they didn't want to open that Pandora box. They left them right there. They didn't get penalized.
That's true. I mean, they said losing in your championship game ain't going to penalize you, and they didn't.
Correct. It did not penalize them. So they held true to their word.
Now this will be the big question. This will probably solve it all right here is
oh yeah, this Tennessee is solving every question we had.
Yep. If it's Miami, that's going to prove that the head-to-head mattered, and if it's Notre Dame, it's going to prove that it didn't. And then they
said the head-to-head players playing.
But then my thing is, you had Notre Dame ranked over them for the last what?
Right.
For you to jump them now, that would be crazy work.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks, man. That win at Georgia meant so much. We see now.
That number 10.
Like it might be Miami.
Good Lord, Reese Davis, quit talking.
Wow, they played us.
Miami.
We out. Notre Dame out.
Notre Dame's out.
Wow. Woo. This is interesting. Post game. I know right now.
came in
How
at
are you
10,
feeling
Miami?
right now?
Miami.
Live reaction, man. 2 spots left post game. How are you feeling right this second post game? I'm upset
Yes.
because I at least
I'm
thought Notre
a
Dame should be there.
I mean,
It's a wrap. How do you leave
That's
Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price, Marcus Freeman out the playoffs? That's crazy.
crazy. Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. It should have been.
Hold on. It's one more scenario left though.
Nah.
I think
Well,
they can still get in on 11. I think they can get in.
Hold on. Let's slow down, y'all.
I think they can slide in there. Yeah.
there is no other scenario.
Come on,
There is no
Golden
other
Dome.
scenario. That's it. It's a wrap because you have to have the next 2 highest conference champions.
And that's why it's one more scenario. That means it could be Duke and Tulane. Oh, you're right. It's
But
a
it
wrap.
doesn't help Notre Dame, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Wow. I already know my brother about to be texting me, man. I already know it. This is insane to me. We know they're gonna move up. They definitely gonna move these teams up in this playoff.
So what that mean? So that mean they took the head-to-head. They said all that mattered to them was the head-to-head, so they couldn't put Notre Dame over Miami.
Well, what happened was when BYU lost, BYU was separating those two, so they didn't have to compare head to head. But when BYU lost, that pushed Miami right next to Notre Dame. Now you have to consider the head to head. I didn't think the head to head. I mean, I get head to head matters, but there's also we've got to be able to take an eye test into this a little bit too. Now, I will say that out of the 4 common opponents that those two played, Miami had a better outscored the opponents on 3 of them. That Pittsburgh one was probably one that pushed Miami in front. But I still don't think it's right. I still think Notre Dame should be in somehow, some way. There is going to be expansion because I can promise you Notre Dame is going to explode.
Well, the thing we've noticed, we just saying that Notre Dame not being in the conference just hurt them.
Right. That's true. That is 100% true.
That's the first thing I said to myself. That independent might be coming up out of there soon.
Hey, y'all, look, y'all, playing game Tulane versus Notre Dame and Duke versus Texas.
Now you'd have to do Duke versus James Madison.
Well, Duke versus James Madison over Texas.
You'd have
James Madison got in. James Madison. It's between James Madison and Duke. This last spot, I don't know. I'm gonna say James Madison.
Where's Tulane?
Listen,
Tulane just they ain't revealed it yet. But I'm gonna say
Tulane is Tulane is right there. Tulane, Ole Miss.
Tulane is what?
11.
So here's your run through, starting from 1: Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, Texas Tech. That's your 4 buys.
Yeah.
Then 5 is Oregon. They play the 12 seed, which is James Madison. That's going to be a 75-point spread. Then you're going to have 6 versus 11, which is a rematch, Tulane and Ole Miss smashed them earlier this year. Then you've got 7-10. That's Miami at Texas A&M. And then you got 8-9, which is Oklahoma, Alabama, which is another rematch where Alabama lost to Oklahoma in Tuscaloosa, and this time it's in Norman, Oklahoma. And the way Alabama's playing, Oklahoma's advancing.
Oh damn! So Duke didn't make it.
No
Duke. No Notre Dame.
They had James Madison ranked higher than Duke as a conference champion.
Notre Dame is the first team out, man.
Yeah.
I think Notre Dame played Texas
Oh,
for a
sorry
better
about
game.
that post, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Coach.
lie. I would have been nervous about playing Notre Dame again in the first round, but I'd have taken Notre Dame over Miami. We've seen the game once.
Yeah,
And it was a good
we
game.
need a play-in game. So who would the play-ins be? So the play-ins will be Notre Dame, and then who else against
So the
James
plan would
Madison?
be
BYU.
Notre Dame was the first team out, so they
Notre
would
Dame,
probably
BYU.
match up with James Madison, which isn't going to be fun. And then
Right.
you probably have the other matchup.
Hey, but we gotta understand something too, and we gotta think of the human element and the logic behind it. Both of them teams beat Notre Dame.
That is true.
Which team?
A&M and
That
Miami.
that first round matchup between A&M and Miami.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But this is where I get into I don't like the group of five. I mean, I get it. It puts
I don't
a
either. I
it
don't
puts a
either.
small
I'm right
team
there
in
with
there.
you.
But I'm sorry. I mean, this is not the 12 best teams in the country.
Yeah, they taking up space. They taking up space. That group of five stuff is they need their own stuff. Like, dude,
Zay, you had a good point. Hold on. Let me jump in, T, real quick. Zay had a really killer point earlier on another post where he said the NIT, like what they do in basketball for the smaller schools. Not even just the smaller schools. You could take a BYU and put them in that NIT tournament. You could take a Texas would go in there this year. You know, that was a pretty good point I heard you bring up yesterday, Zay.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I mean, why not? You gonna tell me people are gonna complain about more football? No. Come on, man.
I thought I was
Yeah,
crazy when I said that
that'd be
week.
dope.
I told
But
you that
I
weeks
still
ago.
believe we need to get rid of the committee and just go straight back to the BCS model.
Oh man, fellas.
Kept climbing the ladder.
I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But Notre Dame done this to themselves. All you had to do was win one of Miami or Texas A&M. All the excuses in the world don't matter. You just needed one of those games, and they didn't get the job done. And if I have one criticism of Marcus Freeman, which he's done everything else well, is bro, you got to stop starting the season off with a bad loss and then having to win 10, 11 games to get in. You just can't do it, man. And their best two opponents, they lost to both of them. Notre Dame has nobody to blame but themselves. And it's a travesty that we won't see one of the best players in the nation, Jeremiah Love, in the playoffs. Just terrible.
I agree with you, folks.
Do you think, Post, that Notre Dame may start looking at trying to find other teams to bolster that schedule a little bit?
Well, you gotta remember Notre Dame is independent, so the way they schedule is a little different. They schedule well in advance,
Right.
and even when you schedule in advance, the teams that you think are popping now may not be popping by the time you play them. So in that aspect, it hurts a little bit. But again, they have no one to blame but themselves. There's no way you should start the season off with Miami and Texas A&M. I understand scheduling and all that, but those games need to be broke apart. You need to play one early, one in the middle, or late. I thought the USC win would be strong enough, but apparently it was not. And Notre Dame has no one to blame but themselves.
Just a quick thought. Out of the first round matchups, just looking at the first round matchups, then I got a question for FanDuel and T1 combined. Out of the first round matchups, what game intrigues you most? What game are you looking forward to really tuning in? His first matchups.
A&M Miami.
Hey, check this though. Saban just got done talking, and he was like, the committee did the best they could do based on the criterias. He felt like Notre Dame should have been in, but They was the odd man out, but I mean, it was no way around it. So I don't know. Like moving forward, they gotta tweak this thing, man, because it still ain't right. They gotta think of every scenario possible when they move forward and tweak this whole situation. Because we should not be seeing Tulane and James Madison in this playoff. I'm cool with one. I never said I was
Yeah,
cool with two.
yeah, I'd be good with one. Give me Tulane in, but
I
there's
ain't
no
good
way.
with I ain't good with one. I'm cool.
I'd be okay with one, but just to give that Cinderella feel to it. But James Madison, come on, bro. I mean, that game's gonna be 75-0 at half, probably. It's gonna be nasty.
Hey, they said I was crazy when I said James Madison was gonna get in. I should have put some money on it, man. I probably would have
Right.
won. I would probably won a lot of
You
money.
said that day. You said you should go put some money on that because you was sticking to what you said, and it came true with your pick on James Madison as well. What's your thoughts on running it back for your Buckeyes? I mean, it's only rightful, to respectfully ask you guys that y'all defended champs, coming in number 2 in the
Listen,
playoff and seeing y'all
hey,
lose last year, coming back, winning it through like that. What's your thoughts on the outlook?
I like my path to the national championship. I like my team against Miami and Texas A&M. I think they both got weaknesses we could exploit. That Georgia game is going to be a tough one. Out of all the paths that I'm looking at right now, though, I would probably say Indiana really got the best path. It wasn't that case for the 9-8 matchup last year because we were slotted right there in that A spot and everybody knew what type of talent we had. But neither one of them offenses can score. Alabama can score, but they can't run the ball, and their defense is kind of shaky at times too. So I think Indiana got a great path, and eventually possibly facing the Oregon or Texas Tech team. No slight on neither one of them, but they beat Oregon already at home on Oregon's field. So neutral site. I mean, I think they beat them by 2 touchdowns. If Oregon can get through Texas Tech. I don't think Texas Tech gonna be able to beat Oregon though. I just think the top of the Big Ten is really powerful, and I don't think people realize how powerful it is. But I think in this playoff, you gonna see it in this bracket.
So they about to find out. They're about to find out.
Just that's what I was about to say. I hear you, T1. I didn't know if did you have anything else to say on it?
Hey,
No, I ain't
I'm
gonna
excited. I'm excited that we got some good film to look at. We got some good film, great film to study. We got some great things to work on, and just get locked in and get ready for the playoffs. I like our path, and I love our chances.
I totally agree. I'm gonna put this out there. I like the bracket, what it looked like, even though I would like to have seen Notre Dame and myself personally. I'm gonna go out there and say OSU, Texas Tech, Red Raiders, in the national championship. I want to put the Oregon Ducks out there. My question is, can they beat a team like Texas Tech? If they can they beat that, Indiana team on a neutral site? This Indiana team showed me a lot, but this Oregon team is, I think, a silent killer in what they do. And, I think whoever comes out that top, that Oregon, Texas Tech, that Indiana area in this bracket, I think that's who matches up against this OSU team, and they got a chance to go back to back.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Good point, Moss. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think Ohio State is the favorite to win it all, but I'm gonna guarantee y'all this: the national champion will be from the Midwest.
We know that for sure. you know what it is. Hey, and they gave me exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna get Texas A&M. I'm gonna get Georgia, and hopefully I'm gonna get Indiana.
Now,
That's what I want. I
teams do
wanted
you
all
think
new blood. That's perfect for me. That's perfect for
what
me.
teams can really challenge y'all when you say that? Which teams? You know, I look at Texas Tech. Of course,
Everybody
you know,
that we
I'm gonna
play
mention
from here on
Oregon.
out, we challenges. Everybody, all of them.
The only teams in this bracket that can't challenge for this thing are the bottom two, really. 11 and 12. Anybody else on any given day can beat anybody. I'm sorry, that's a cliche on any given, Saturday or whatever, but it's the
Yeah,
truth.
no doubt.
You've seen teams lose to teams they really shouldn't lose to. You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen Florida beat a much, much powerful roster out of Texas. You've seen it. So this, who can win it, who can be, anybody from 10 up can win this thing. Like I said, if you get hot, if you catch fire, how many times have y'all seen in the basketball tournament a 12 seed get hot and make it to the Final Four? It's the same thing.
This
It's
is
just
a totally thing. One
is a
player
different
can change the outcome in basketball, man. This
Yeah,
is totally
yeah.
But what I'm saying is you still have to have somebody get hot. And in the team, if a team like Texas Tech, if their offense is humming with that defense, or if Oklahoma finds any kind of offense with that defense, those are teams that can make some noise.
we ain't seen
Yeah,
offense from teams all year.
No, I know. We ain't.
I
But you
agree
never,
on the team getting hot because we've seen that last year with Notre Dame. People laughed at me when I said Notre Dame can make the
All right, fellas, I
championship
can get up
last
out
year.
of here, man. Peace. I love y'all, man.
All right,
Peace out, T.Y. Much
All right,
love.
yeah, man. Have a great one, man.
But people laughed at me last season when I said Notre Dame can make a championship run, and that's exactly what they did. I believe a team could get hot that we're not expecting to get hot and can get to the championship or possibly win it. But this year, I'm going to put all my chips on the Midwest team. Me personally, I think Georgia can definitely win it. I think Texas Tech can have a say-so, Oregon possibly. But my money is on the Midwest teams.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we beat Miami. I don't think we win our second round matchup, but I'd look forward to it to see A&M and Ohio State play. They've only played 3 times in the history of the schools. And 2 way back in the day. And the most recent one, I think, was 1998 or 99, whatever day it happened, but it was in the Sugar Bowl.
Hey, Sean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We gonna treat y'all like Tennessee last year.
Probably. I ain't even worried about it. Like I told y'all going into this, if we get into the playoffs, I'm cool. We ain't been here before. This is our first foray into it. Let's win a game against Miami. Let's step up against Ohio State and start learning what it takes to take each step forward. I ain't even gonna sweat it.
If I had a preference, though, I would rather play Miami.
Oh,
Why?
dude, gonna throw 5 picks.
Exactly. He gonna give me the ball.
Well, Marcel Reed will too. So
I got more faith in Carson Beck giving me the ball than Marcel Reed.
Well,
Marcel Reed, he might get happy feet and just try to run, if anything, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I think
that might be our best chance against y'all.
I would say the biggest thing for your team, Sean, is y'all gotta if y'all can find a way to strengthen up that run defense. I think y'all can be a player because y'all definitely will be motivated.
We've got the offense that can match up with anybody else's offense, but you're right. Our run defense, if we can't stop that Bo Jackson kid, I watched him really hard last night. That kid runs hard as heck for a true freshman, right?
Yeah, he should have broke a couple of them runs too, man.
The couple of them, they just barely got him, but sometimes that's all it takes. But I like the way that kid runs. But if we can shore up the run defense that somehow, then yeah, I mean, I like our chances. I just don't. I don't know what we're gonna do there. Here's a question for you, though, Zay, because we've talked about this on our when we were doing our 12 Road podcast, how the 1, 2, 3, and 4 get to pick their bowl game based on their seed. Pretty sure Indiana's going to choose the Rose Bowl. What is your second option?
I don't care. We just show up and play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just curious where like an A&M Ohio State game would go. I would probably assume the Sugar Bowl.
How are we sure Indiana's going to choose the Sugar Bowl?
The Rose Bowl, you mean?
Yeah, the Rose Bowl, I mean.
I just think because it's Indiana and it's that Big Ten Rose Bowl tie. I'm not going to lie. I think it'd be cool to go to the Rose Bowl. I'd be happy if it was us and you in the Rose Bowl. I don't know that we've played in the Rose Bowl in forever. So I think that'd be kind of fun, the pageantry of that big, granddaddy of them all. I think that'd be pretty cool. We've played in the Sugar Bowl. We've played in the Orange Bowl. We've played in the Cotton Bowl. I don't know when last time we played in the Rose Bowl was, if ever.
So, I mean, if they go to the Rose Bowl, what's the other bowls that day?
I think your choices at that point, I think, are the Cotton, the Sugar, maybe the Fiesta or the Orange.
Fiesta, Cotton, Sugar, and Rose Bowl.
Well, it got at the bottom where they playing at, right? It looked like Ohio State gonna be in the Cotton.
Yeah. Because you got the Cotton Fiesta, Sugar Bowl, and you should have the Rose Bowl, which will be the fourth side.
Indiana will be at the Rose Bowl.
Let me look. I can tell you what round is. I can figure out how to operate my phone. Okay, quarterfinal games. They're the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl, and Sugar Bowl.
Ooh, Michigan versus Texas. Possibility.
Ooh, is that a matchup we got?
Michigan versus Texas.
In the Cheez-It Bowl.
I think.
I told Rob that was gonna happen, bro. I told him. I told him. And watch, whoop their ass.
Who gonna win that? Who gonna win that? Was that?
Michigan gonna whoop their ass, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't believe that. I think Texas beats Michigan.
Remember when we talk about Texas, Michigan, we know what Juju Beans over there doing at the Ohio State. You got Arch, you'll have Underwood. Remember, these is the top prospects these last few years. So we about to see a lot, I think, in these bowl games to where you're gonna have to guess what? You're gonna have to show your stuff because it's a lot of action that we want to see. And I think, we've pretty much brought it up just in how we talk and in our thoughts and what we possibly think could happen as we've been seeing a lot of it come true this year. But I'm gonna watch out for this Ole Miss team in this playoff bracket. I think they got something to prove. I think the most scary seed that's not top 5. And I say top 5 because Oregon has that home field advantage, but I think this Ole Miss team is scary because they don't have nothing to lose, man. They playing with a chip on their shoulder. And I think they're going to go out for them seniors that's playing. They putting on them hard hats, them boots, and they trying to pull in some Tonka trucks and drop something off and go ahead and go out with a load to the next drop-off spot. So I think they're a team to watch in this playoff. And Unc said, easy work for his horns. We got Jet Life also. He said Notre Dame. He said, I believe you're talking about they need to join a conference or this is their future moving forward.
Well, I mean, they made the playoffs last year.
As far as in just, as we continue to talk a little bit, we coming up on an hour. Anything that, we could take from it as far as in preparation. I know you got, Miami. What's one thing that you could think about?
Just remember what I said. Remember what I said earlier in the show and on the previous show. Remember what I said. If Duke wins the ACC, Miami is going to get in because they're not going to shut the ACC completely out.
We both mentioned that, Sean,
Right.
and that was my biggest fear. Like if Duke was to beat Virginia, which they did, they would have to put Miami in just to give the ACC a representative. That's just how it works.
And I
And
don't agree with it, but yeah,
yeah,
we both knew it was coming.
yeah, man, it sucks, but again, I already expressed what they need to stop doing, man. They got to stop losing early and then counting on the winning streak to get them there. Especially when your first two games are your biggest opponents and highest ranked opponents. They just can't. So they put the committee in a position where uh head to head had to come into play. I don't agree with it, but I understand. I think that Notre Dame is a better team than Oklahoma, Alabama, and Miami. Although Miami got the head to head, I think Notre Dame is better than those teams. But it is what it is. Notre Dame got to go back to the drawing boards.
I'm checking on that right now. SEC, Sean, can you see where they actually had Texas finishing that completely in there for WTP for like?
No, they only
exactly where
they only show the top 14. They showed the 12, and then they showed the first team out and the second team out. They didn't. Right. I didn't see them show where Texas was. You could pretty much assume Texas was probably the third team out. Texas was probably behind.
Because it was BYU, Notre Dame.
It was probably Notre Dame, BYU, and then Texas, and then probably Vanderbilt after that.
Who's the 7th seed?
Us.
Oh, 7th seed is Texas A&M.
No, because I'm just thinking, like, it was an 8-7 matchup last year in the championship.
Oh, was it really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame was 7, I believe, wasn't y'all?
What? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, because 8 and 7 would be on opposite sides of the bracket.
So I'm gonna be keeping my eye on 7-10. I mean, they gotta see us, but I'm gonna be looking at 8-9. That seemed like the trick point right there. Just like when you get to the NCAA tournament, you never know about them 8-9 seeds.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy to be in. Like I said, we ain't been here in a while. I like what we're doing under Elko. I think we're moving in the right direction. We got here. Now let's see what we do with it. If you can beat Miami, you're pretty much at that point playing with house money. You got nothing to lose. Throw it out the load and let's go. Because nobody's going to expect you to beat an Ohio State or a Georgia or an Indiana or Tech. Nobody's going to expect you to. So, Texas finished 13th. They just put up the next rankings, 13 through 16. Texas, Vanderbilt, Utah, USC was 16.
Man, we got 24 days until our game. That's a long time, man.
We got, 14? But we would have the same thing. We had the break for the championship game. 17 was Arizona. Michigan came in at 18. Virginia came in at 19. Tulane 20. Houston 21. I'm going to see if they got Duke in here at all in these top 25.
We appreciate you tuning in as well, Derpy. It said, of course, the annual Bama Deep Ride, FESPN, and the committee.
Yeah, you can't really go there, though. So it finished Georgia Tech, Iowa, James Madison, and North Texas stayed in the top 25 after losing to Tulane. That's pretty crazy.
Hey, Melissa Graham, a lady that me and Rob work
with.
Go
back out and come back in, Sean.
She had ordered. Why are you talking? Go back out and go back in.
No, go ahead, Jay. It was just choppy, Sean.
Oh,
it was it was choppy. It kept chopping up on my end when he was talking and stuff for the last couple minutes. That's all.
Yeah, but I was saying Melissa Graham, she worked with me and Rob. She a Notre Dame fan too. She said, "Start a GoFundMe. I'm going to find all the committee members and cut them." Oh,
There it
You
is,
shouldn't
man.
have shared that because now if they do get cut, they're gonna be hunting this post. They're gonna look at this and go find her.
she
Yeah,
fake
you're
crazy.
gonna have some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have some upset
But you
fans.
can't say stuff about the annual Bama E-Ride, FESP. The committee straight up said we're not going to penalize you for losing championship games. You know. So
Duke didn't even get the top 25. That's crazy.
Well, if that happened, how it happened.
it did.
Real curious to
North
see these
Texas
bowl
was
games,
25.
though, man. I want to see these bowl games, man.
And the only game we get this week is Army Navy.
Army Navy, yeah. That's okay. I'm gonna be tapping. I'm gonna start tapping into college basketball now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
go
time.
watch. I got my Aggies playing SMU today.
Yeah, it's time for me to start college basketball reps.
Man,
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
no.
let me tell you who's the best team thus far. That would be that team out west, Arizona.
talk to
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Purdue got smashed yesterday. Doug texted me privately. Doug Jones said Alabama got a gift with Oklahoma. I don't agree with that at all. I think Oklahoma's going to beat Alabama again.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, man, that defense is serious, bro. They like,
I think Oklahoma got a gift.
I mean, they got to get with each other because they both kind of
Right.
terrible.
Right, that's true. That's true. They opening Christmas together. That's what they doing.
Both of them teams is happy they ain't putting Notre Dame in that slot. They're like, yeah, we'd rather play each other.
Right. We'll play you again. It's fine. Like the Spider-Man meme.
I think, man, when we talk about college basketball, man, me and Post, man, we be chopping it up a lot. I know for everybody be tuned in. I know FanDuel be tuned in on this crazy schedule that he got going on as well. I'm gonna go against you with that, Post, and I'm gonna say this on the strength of this freshman class that they got coming in. His pops played in the NBA for years, and now he got two sons that he could watch all season until they go to the NBA. Man, I gotta go with the Duke Blue Devils as the #1 team. It's just the strength of that schedule they've played already, and to have freshmen, the type of freshmen that they have, and Big Booze, is what I call him, and we ain't even getting drunk. I'm getting drunk off of his game, just watching him play and what he do. I think just watching him, man, and what he do with that Duke team, along with the pieces, his little brother, I think they're a special team. I think when we talk about this college basketball, Arizona as well, they definitely a team you could put up there. Purdue lost a tough one, as you said. So, I mean, there's quite a few teams you could put up there at that #1 spot. But right now, I like Duke. I just like Duke and the schedule they've played. And there's so much more we're going to dive into it as a college basketball.
I've seen a few games outside of Ohio State this year. And I like Duke, man. But, man, something about Duke, they always let you down, man.
And let me I'm not mad at the Duke pick, but I would say if you looking at schedules, bro, Arizona has already knocked off Kansas, UConn, and that they beat another ranked team last night. I forget. But I mean, Duke, Arizona, you say any of those teams, I wouldn't be mad at all. I just like what I saw from Arizona. Oh my goodness. But that's it for me, y'all. I'm finna get busy. I got a lot of stuff to do.
I like both. I like your pick with Arizona too. I mean, I'm definitely not knocking that either. This is gonna be a great. Well, we just in store for a great basketball season, NBA as well, man. It's in tune, man, for sure.
Facts. But hey, man, y'all see all the channels scrolling down at the bottom, man. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hey, we do this almost every day throughout the week, man. We even got a Friday show now. So come rock with your boys. Moss over there talking about who they, Hey, you got SEC Sean in the building, Mossberg. We had T1 up here with City League TV. Post game was up in here with the Post Game 86 show. Hey, we doing this, man. All y'all got to do is hit that like button, man. It don't cost y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost y'all a penny. So hit that like button, man. It help us out. Y'all got
Hit
anything
that
else?
hit
Get
that
up
little
out of here.
bell. Hit that little bell that's on there too. That'll let y'all notify when we going live.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what we say. We was in the building.
Now
Now we out. Peace.
Peace.
Now we